Hello, everybody, and welcome. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and when you see that singing bowl in the middle of the screen, you know it is time for what? That's right, the freaking weekend. That's right. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go ahead and clear our space, shall we? Let's do that. Welcome, everybody. It's another weekend. This is when we get the vibe for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and this weekend is a little different, a little spicy, if you will. We got a full moon in Aries, so can be very eventful. Full moons are a little extra, okay, but nothing to worry about here. They're going to bring things to light. Excellent. Let's clear our energy out first, shall we? Right on. Blessing our space. Palo Santo, of course. Let's go to the tarot table. Oh, yeah. Let's do our decks. Beautiful, everybody. Beautiful energy for this full moon weekend. Absolutely. So let's put the Palo Santo away and let's get our sheet here. There we go. Okay, now. All right, so you know what we do here on the freaking weekend? We pull out everyone's name out of the singing bowl and we do a quick read for the weekend. This is just a vibe check. If you really want the full Monty, well, you go ahead and check out the midweek reset tarot reading. That's posted on Wednesdays and will be available to you for all signs, okay? So we got a full moon, October 6th, and you're already feeling that energy. So collectively, this is a couple things working here. We have Mercury moved into Scorpio at the same time. So we've got a very passionate, fiery energy. Something's going to start here for a lot of you folks. Things are starting for you. You know, that Aries energy is that spark, that passion. Mercury into Scorpio is passionate communication. So relationships can take on a different light and so on and so forth. So be aware of that. So like I said, for this weekend, it's a full moon, so have some fun. So we're going to go through each one of your signs. Of course, we're going to pick your name out of the singing bowl, and we're going to go over and what that full moon energy is going to influence the weekend, all right? So let's get to it, all right? Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Can I put that in the corner? How about we put it here? Yeah. And like I said, we keep it light, we keep it fun. You know, the serious reads are for the weeks and for the monthlies. Go ahead and check those out. They're all available for you. Of course, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's see who is next on this freaking weekend. And look at that, it's Scorpio. Speaking of Scorpio energy, let's put you on the board. There you go, Scorpio. Welcome. Let's get the vibe for you. Mercury moved into your sign, because not too long from now, it's going to be your season. But until then, with Mercury moving in there, you're going to be able to communicate. Let's just not get obsessive. Let's not try to control things, Scorpio. Let's, because that is coming into your sign, things could be moving for you, but let's just not go really fast, okay? We just want to kind of glide through this. Let your passions guide you without having your emotions overrule you, okay? And this full moon that's happening in Aries is taking place in your 6th house. So with that being said, this is a good time to get rid of anything that no longer serves you in your routine. This is your health. What you do during the day. Are you fulfilling yourself in your day? Are you just going through the grind? Do you know that you waste a lot of time? It's that kind of thing, okay? So there's going to be a big focus on getting things done this weekend, all right? So let's get the... Ooh, shit. Hold on. Nothing to be alarmed about. We just had a card vomit, but that's all right. Okay. All right, yeah, so the vibe here is walking away from competing for anybody's energy this weekend. 10 of Swords is you moving on. There's a payoff here without focusing on negativity. Big time, Scorpio. You create your reality, especially what's going on here with your relationships of all sorts. Maybe you are finally not chasing anymore. You are attracting a relationship in your life. You may realize, what am I putting my focus on? Negativity or coming together? This is also making a choice. So it's great energy. There's no doubt about it. But it's kind of, stop thinking that for some reason I'm thinking that you have this insecurity about your partner, like they don't want anything to do with you or something. I don't know. I'm just getting that vibe. But, you're creating some kind of deal here. Another 6. Healing begins and the Temperance card. Yeah, this is taking things easy. This is probably, and the 6s represent that 6th house energy. Maybe you two have been trying to come together and now you're finally able to. Things balance out in your relationships, definitely this weekend. This is good. This is things coming together without what? It happened again. What the hell is going on here? How did I knock those off twice? What is going on here? Is it my bracelets that are doing that? Never happened. Trying to pay attention to that. All right, let's look at love and relationships, because there's a focus on relationships here for you, Scorpio, this weekend. So let's see what else they can tell us. Well, it's time to let this go. Whatever this is, shoulda, woulda, coulda, and realize what you have in front of you. This is great energy. This is Libra energy. This is things taking action, moving towards harmony, justice. This is traveling, maybe messages coming in for you. Again, it's just a matter of time. For some reason, I'm getting just a matter of time. All right, let's use the Heart's Hidden Secret deck. We'll use that instead of Messages of Love. I thought I'd change that around, but I didn't. But it's all right. Okay. We got this, Aries. Let's see. So, something's up here. Moving towards... Oop. Wow. What the hell? Wow. All right. Let's see if I can grab that card. I'm not crawling under the desk. Hold on a second. All right. This is interesting. All right. Let's see. Scorpio. What do we have for you? And this is curse. Hex, witchcraft, negative mind. That's what this is right here. That 10 of Swords is getting rid of this negative mind. Like you got to fight for something. Let's do this instead. Twin flames, mirroring, shared feelings, and reflection. So again, I really think that the worst is over when it comes to your relationships, especially this weekend. You know what I mean? And it just looks like things coming together after some negative stuff. So maybe it needed to happen like time apart. I don't know. It's the main thing is things coming together. Yeah, look at that. Burn bridges. Lack of trust, disloyal, turned back on. Oh, it turned your back on. So maybe that's what you're letting go. That maybe still bothers you every day. Interesting. All right, let's get a closing message. So this looks like walking away from a relationship or, fixing things, working it out. Okay. Closing message from the Rebel deck is stop talking. Mercury in your sign. Shut your mouth and listen. Okay. Maybe you got to listen to what the other party has to say. Interesting though, but things come together. Messages, couples, pretty passionate. All right. Scorpio, that is going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch your midweek reset tarot reading available to you on Wednesdays. And if you would like a personal reading with me, well then click that link in the description and it'll bring you to my booking page and we will take care of the rest. Scorpio. Love is in the air, everywhere and all around. Stop talking and listen. They want to talk. All right, Scorpio. Oh my God. That is going to do it for the weekend. I love you all. Have a great weekend. Let's see. Let's take you off the board and let's see who is next. And it's Taurus. Taurus. Welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. There you go. Now, these cards are acting a little feisty, to say the least. So let's see what the hell is going on here. Man, that Palo Santo's still burning a little bit. God, it smells good. All right, Taurus, thank you so much for being here. Let's get the vibe for this weekend. That full moon is happening in your 12th house, so things may be coming to the surface for you. Maybe some secrets, something like that. The truth will set you free. Let's see, what do we got? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is good. This is maybe you traveling, getting something done here. Yeah, I think it's an end for a lot of you Tauruses to come out of your hermit phase. You know, it's a rebirth when you put yourself first, but this weekend looks like a lot of action. Something you've been waiting for finally pays off. This is good energy. This is success here. There's no doubt about that. Let's get some oracles and see what they add to this. It's about you coming out. Yeah, it's taking action this weekend. So if you plan on doing some stuff, do it. Like I said, 12th house issues is, you know, getting rid of a negative mindset, old programming, that kind of stuff. So maybe you need some alone time to take care of that. Yeah, the Hermit is out again with Seek. So ground, have faith. Awaiting results. Yeah, put in the work. It pays off. You could even be seeing evidence of that this week. And work on your heart. Open your heart. Open your heart to success here. This is really good. Yeah, I like this energy. Nice and grounded. Movement. Putting in some work at home, especially something that you need to let go of. Past stuff, you know, we absorb so much bullshit throughout our life, you know. Taurus, it's hard to keep track, you know, of what's who is us and what is us and what is something that we picked up from other people or experiences, or, you know, it's exhausting. Yeah, the Chariot's out twice here. I mean, this is great. This is successful energy, especially making plans. This is good, especially with relationships. Create what you want. It's going to take some time, but putting in the effort is really going to pay off. Especially this weekend, I see a lot of traveling for you guys. Maybe going and getting apples and cheese and cider or something, you know? Going on a little hike. Maybe. All right. Let's get some oracles, and it's elusive with dishonesty, deception, and trickery. I think you're actually seeing through that, you know, having faith, going in the depths, awareness, importance, and value. So again, things coming to light, anything that's been elusive, and soulmates. I really like this. Deep love, unity, and connection. And this is what the weekend's all about. I mean, the two Chariots, the heart chakra card, that's good energy. 6 of Pentacles, reciprocating energy. Beautiful. All right, let's get what's the vibe. So if your partner's been elusive, take action, you know. Really fulfill that connection. Look at this. Yeah, it could be going out. Nightlife. I love the nightlife. I like to boogie. Striptease, gamble, Vegas. Why not? All right. Let's get a message from the Rebel deck. Yeah, I think it's time for you to go out and boogie. Go out and boogie on the disco. Yeah. What a weird song, huh? I love the nightlife. I like to boogie. Oh my God, what a weird song. I thought that was a weird song when I heard it when I was a little kid. I'm telling you, I'm like, what is that? All right. Time to let go. Pay attention to that. And Taurus, move the fuck on. Bum-ba-da. There it is, Taurus. That is your freaking weekend. This looks pretty good. You know? Looks really good. Very successful. Whatever you're planning, go for it. It's going to be fun. Good for you. Thank you so much for watching, Taurus. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Don't forget, if you want the full lowdown, get it on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. with your midweek reset tarot reading. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can just click the link in the description and it'll bring you to my booking page. I have in-person and online extended hours, so check those out, guys. So Taurus, enjoy your weekend. It looks very successful, very steamy, but let go of some shit, okay? So let's take you off the board and let's see who is next, and it's Aquarius. Aquarius, let's put you on the board. Let's get your vibe for the weekend. That's right, Aquarius. This full moon is happening in your third house, so you could be doing some impromptu short trips. You know, you could be communicating, writing, speaking. Maybe you're doing some beginning of the month journaling. You know, I think that's a new guy thing, is to journal. Well, I journaled for an hour today. Oh, you did you? Okay. Fantastic. Aquarius, I'm so glad you're here. Let's get the vibe, shall we? Yeah, so I journal. I journal my feelings, my goals. I guess it's good to do that. I shouldn't make fun of it. I don't know. I just find it odd. Like, are you there with like your big fuzzy pencil? You know? You know what I'm saying? Like, dear diary, Jeannie was mean to me today. Aquarius. Let's see. All right. Well, you're not stuck. So there's opportunities here for you to get out of that energy if you take it. There's actually opportunities abound. Maybe opportunity to make some money this weekend. Hey, that's all right. Put the time and effort into things that pay off this weekend. Feet on the ground. Again, you got offers coming in and taking action, but you're not stuck. If you feel this, you're gonna stay there. You know what I mean? So let's not do that. The only advice I have is, just focus on the goal at hand. Focus on abundance. Focus on putting in the work to see that instead of the lack. You know, because this Eight of Swords is just, you know, maybe you just had one hell of a week. So let's add some oracles. But I like that reciprocating energy with that Six of Pentacles. I like the Knight of Cups bringing in an offer after a very long week. So let's see what we got. Seven of Pentacles again. Yeah, it's time to choose, win or lose. I think you know what you're going to do. This weekend, just breathe, though. You know, just enjoy it. The weather's changing. Embrace the time of change instead of get weary about it. Awaiting results, again, Seven of Pentacles. Put in the work. It pays off, whatever it is. All right? Very cool. Let's see. What else do we have? Let's look at love and relationships for you, Aquarius. There we go. That's you. King of Swords right there. All right, it's time to win or lose about some relationship issues, taking care of that. Yeah, letting it go, definitely. Putting in the work again. Maybe you're working on some regret, that kind of brokenhearted stuff. This weekend, just focus on success. That's the main message for you this week. This weekend, actually, Aquarius, is just focus on success. The sun, look at that baby. Naked as a stinking jaybird and riding bareback on a fucking horse. That's what you should be doing this weekend, okay? And just letting this all cleanse it. You know, again, the full moon is a great time to release. So you may be feeling that movement, okay? Because there's movement, definite. Wow, lots of messages here. Holy shit. Where do we begin? All right, let's go through them. With hopeless, sinking, despair, and falling apart. Yeah, I'm very symbolic here. So, you're not hopeless. Things are coming to you, okay? Maybe it's just exhaustion. Maybe you're just exhausted these days. Depletion, drained. Maybe you've been on a long journey. You've been traveling a lot, you know? Again, energy's got to reciprocate. Boundaries, interesting. No. No means no sometimes, and drawing the line and enough is enough. And maybe that's what you're dealing with. Enough is enough. You know, maybe you're telling somebody enough is enough. And past life, deja vu, repeated patterns, and karmic lessons. So, again, I think you're learning the lesson here, but I think it turns out in your favor because you learn something here. You know, it's, again, how are you going to handle this situation? Win or lose? You know, that's basically how it's going to go for you. Okay, so let's get a closing message. So, the general consensus is rough week. You may be exhausted. Go out and do something to counteract that. You know, go out and do something that's joyful. Somebody's going to give you an offer and take it. All right? Closing message is you got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside of you, listen to that shit. Aquarius, make sure you do. If it says, you know what, you can't carry around this anymore, it's driving you nuts. I think a lot of you just need to speak your piece. If that throat chakra card would have came out, I would have been done for the day. You know what I mean? Like, that's all you need was that message. But it's loud and clear. You know, win or lose with this situation. It'll pay off, but you're just in a stuck mentality. So let's get out of that. Basically what it's saying is that this weekend, amongst all the things that you're feeling, do something that brings you joy. Okay? You'll feel so much better when you just kind of go with the flow. You see what I'm saying, Aquarius? So I hope that helps. All right. Thank you so much for watching. That's going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want the full deal of the energy for this week, go ahead and check out your midweek reset tarot reading. I get really tongue-tied saying that. Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And if you would like a personal reading with me in person or online, go ahead and click the link in the description. It'll bring you to my booking page. I got extended hours for October, so check it out. All right, Aquarius, have a great weekend. I love you all. And let's see who is next in the big scheme of things. And it's Capricorn. Capricorn, you're next on the freaking weekend. There you go, baby dolls and boys. Let's do this. Let's get your energy for the weekend. Full moon energy in their fourth house. So this is doing a lot of things at home, you know, clearing out the clutter, getting stuff done, washing your dirty undies. Okay. All right, so yeah, don't rob yourself of your time. Don't let people rob you of your time this weekend. In fact, let that go. You know, I'm going to tell you something. You got an opportunity here to really focus on the two of you, if there is two of you. If there isn't, it's time to let go of the self-deception that you're no longer going to be open to the option. You need to be open for options. Singles, got to be open for the options. Couples, be open to the option that you two need to spend some time together, okay? And don't let anything or anyone rob you of that, okay? Big message there. Opportunity comes out of the blue to kind of bring things together. I like it. Weekend plans will definitely change, so be aware of that. All right. Let's see, what do we got here? Hell yeah. Just focus on success and growth. And we do that by opening up our heart. This looks like a very loving weekend and working on your self-confidence. Yeah, that's the key to success and growth here. Ooh, that looks good. Very good energy there, Capricorn. This looks like a great weekend. Open your heart. Shine as brightly as the sun. Again, don't let anything rob you. The full moon is going to bring things to light. Don't let that bother you. In fact, deal with it at the beginning of the week. You know what I mean? Okay. What do we have? Okay, yeah. So let's not be wishy-washy. And you know, that could probably have you shook, but I'm telling you, this is probably a good money-making weekend too for some that are working, so enjoy that. Ace of Wands to the Eight of Wands. Yeah, changing plans, but you know what? Embrace that, especially when it comes to relationships. Don't be so wishy-washy. Again, this could probably set you off. I would just forgive it, let it go. Okay, whatever that is. That's somebody else's bullshit, not yours. It's kind of tempting you. Oh, come on, let's ruin our weekend by going and rescuing somebody or some crazy shit. You know what I mean? But definitely doing some stuff at home. Okay. That one just wanted to pop right out. What else do we have for Capricorn for this weekend? So it looks good. It looks very loving. Looks very, fun time, spouse time. It's spouse time. It's fantasy time. Okay, so conflict. Again, it's knocking at your door. Clashing, differences, incompatibility. Just tempting you. In fact, fantasy, daydreaming, imagining, fantasize. Maybe fulfilling some fantasies this weekend. It sounds pretty good to me. I love this card, Divine Feminine, Yin, feminine energy. So this is nurturing energy. Again, nurture this. What are you going to nurture this weekend? The conflict or the love? All right? And ecstasy. Well, I think we know where this is going. Chasing thrills, excitement, and good time. That's it. That's it, Capricorn. You know? I coughed. So maybe you got to tell somebody, you know what? Let's go chase some thrills. Let's do it. Oh my God, daydreaming. Look at that. The daydreaming is up twice. So what? Delusion is what I want you to look out for. Careful of everybody else's delusions too. Be careful of yours. There's a big thing, daydreaming, so just be aware of that. All right, let's get a closing message. Maybe somebody else is daydreaming, like, you're dreaming. But, again, that's, clashing. So let's not clash. Okay, closing message. Don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. They sure can. With a coffee stain on that card. Keep it classy, Jeff. Yeah. You know what? I think we have a skunk living somewhere in this neighborhood because, man, either someone is smoking some primo dankety dank weed and they're holding out, or there's a fucking skunk outside because it stinks. Whew. Wow. All right, Capricorn. Maybe I'm smelling that because maybe someone's being a skunk around you, or maybe you just need to, you know what I mean? Just, head in the clouds, daydreaming. I would focus on this though. That sounds like a great weekend to me. All right, Capricorn, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Have a great one. Hey, it's a full moon. If you're not barking at the moon, you fucking up. You know what I mean? If you want the full meltdown on the reading for the week, check out the midweek reset tarot reading, okay? All right, kids, Capricorn, have a great weekend. Don't let anyone spoil it for you. I swear to God, you're not going to enjoy it if you let that shit happen. You know, walk away from the conflicts. It's not even worth it. All right, let's take you off the board and see who is next on, and it's Aries. Oh boy. Aries, full moon energy for you. Ring-a-ding-ding. Let's put you on the board. Yeah, that full moon's happening in your first house. Bringing things to light about relationships with yourself, with others. Very interesting energy. Let's check it out, okay? Is that it? Just 3 cards. Interesting. Ooh. All right. Well, we've got 2 kings and an ace of pentacles here. This is great. This is an opportunity here for 2 mature people to come together. All right. So that's for some of you Aries, you know, to and a person that is very intuitive and one that is very book smart. Maybe starting a business. Maybe this is when you're launching your business. It's good to launch around a full moon. Okay, it is. It really is. Especially maybe it's an anniversary or something like that. I'm getting that vibe too. But this could be 2 people investing in something and the universe is like, here you go. Or maybe you're brainstorming with your buddies or something and you got this opportunity. Let's do this, you know. I think it would be time to do that. Also, in a general sense, this is trust your intuition, feet on the ground approach, and open up to an opportunity here. So there's an opportunity this weekend for something for you, Aries. So the full moon is kind of bringing that to light. Interesting. So let's see what else we have with the Tarot for the Heart deck. I like this deck a lot. Is that it? Yep. Okay, yeah, Ace of Wands now. Now we got 2 aces on the boards with new vitality. Look at that. Yeah, reach out. Again, talking to other people, 3 of Pentacles, recognition, and look at that trust, especially when it comes to a relationship here. So Aries, damn, what's going on? You may be reaching out to somebody. I'm getting maybe a past vibe. Somebody from the past. Could be. But don't be foolish. Don't turn your back on an opportunity here. There is good stuff happening this weekend, that's for sure. Wow. Yeah, opportunity. Really feeling good. I think communicating is effective for you too. You know, this gives you that extra push and that drive. So let's look at relationships. Let's see, what do we got? Well, yeah, it's an end to negativity, I'll tell you that much. So this is what we could be releasing on this full moon, is the negative self-talk. And actually the Queen of Cups is out now. So this is like energy matching up, especially very intuitive, very feeling. I think you're ready. It's time. Maybe you're going on a trip, an impromptu trip this weekend, and look at that. The Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is like Cupid's arrow. So you may be getting a message about something, an opportunity here. I don't know. I've got 2 Pentacles, the 2 of Wands. I think the both of you are ready. That's what I think. You may be dealing with a water sign here. Definitely. Interesting. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Very interesting. All right, let's get Heart's Hidden Secrets Oracle. Let's see what we have here. What is this energy? Yeah, intuition. This is big. This is pretty big. I love that. Heart song, telepathy, inner knowing. Again, I think for some of you, it's kind of have this weird full moon mystical energy of meeting somebody in the right place or telepathically linking to somebody. I'm getting that vibe. But we also have this bluff, pretending, mask, exaggeration. Is that what that is? Exaggeration? Yeah. That full moon kind of makes you take that mask off this weekend. So just be aware of that. Don't wear a mask, because that person has an inner knowing. For some reason, for a lot of you single Aries, I think things are coming together for you as far as relationships. So very good. I mean, this is a great weekend. This opportunity abounds like crazy. But this energy may be having you feel like you're over your head, you're overextended or hitting rock bottom. And this is what we need to, that's the mask that we're believing. This is that Ten of Swords defeating energy that we're letting go of, okay? So be aware of that. And time. Delay, procrastination, too busy. You got an opportunity here. You're not too busy. You're just procrastinating. You're delaying this beautiful energy. I think it's on its way for you this weekend. So let's get a closing message for you, Aries, and see what we have. What do we have? Which one? None. Okay. That means put them back on the deck. Get to work. All right. It's making me work for it. All right. Which one? Yeah. Okay, Aries, full moon energy. What's going on here? Okay, wow. Things just kind of went glitchy there. U equals tight ass. What's that about? Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. Yeah. Take the mask off. It's time, Aries. It's a full moon. Enjoy yourself. This looks pretty good. New beginnings all around. Open up to them. Maybe things will be revealed to you. Aries, this is great energy. So good for you. Damn, that's a pretty damn good full moon energy right there. We just don't want to do this. Don't get over your head. Don't overextend yourself. And this will be a good weekend. Reaching out, maybe having other people help you. I mean, just don't be foolish. This is great energy. Great energy for your full moon. Excellent, Aries. Love that. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, if you want your full weekly forecast, that's the midweek reset tarot reading on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And this is a general reading, but if you want a personal reading with me, it can happen. So click the link in the description. It'll bring you to my booking page. We could do it in person, online, and I have extended hours for October, so check it out. Aries, I love you all. Have a great weekend. Happy full moon. Let's take you off the board and see who is next. And it's Pisces. Welcome. Pisces, welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's put your beautiful ass on the board. All right, let's get the vibe for you. What do we have for Pisces this weekend? Full moon energy is happening in your second house. So this could be you like coming into some money or realizing that you got to budget some money. It's all right. Maybe you're just working on abundance and your value of yourself. Okay, that's the biggest thing, is don't lowball the value of you. Never do that. Never. All right, so let's get the vibe this weekend. I feel like there's one more card. Okay, there was two. Excellent. Yeah, this is beautiful. What are you doing? What are you doing? The Five of Cups is saying exactly, what are you doing? You're wasting your energy. Don't do it this weekend. There's a big message of not doing that. The Page of Pentacles actually brings in an idea that's pretty grounded. Feet on the ground, you're ready with the Two of Wands, maybe doing some traveling. The Two of Wands with the Chariot is always traveling, moving. If you're not, that's another thing. Don't stagnate. Don't sit around this weekend. Move. Get out and move. Let that full moon energy charge you and go outside and ground. Big message with the sun. Shine as brightly as the sun. The weather is supposed to be beautiful this weekend, almost in the 80s. You know, I think it always rains or is close to snowing on my son's birthday. It's October 4th, you know, so he's going to have a great birthday. He's going to be too busy to spend it with his dad, but, you know, that's what happens when your kids are 36. You know, he's going to be 36. 36, Jesus. It was just yesterday he was annoying the shit out of me, you know? Hey, don't throw out my colorings. And so many. I mean, my son has just been a source of entertainment since the day I met him. I love him so much. All right, so, yeah, look at this. Don't turn your back on an opportunity this weekend. Oh, hell no. Listen to your intuition. Let it guide you this weekend. And look at the sun card out again. Shine as brightly as the sun. Get out and get some sun. Okay? That's important. Let's look at love and relationships. So, I think what's also on the board here is a need to kind of like balance things out, to get things done and then to just have your own downtime too. But either way, it's kind of like, how can I put it? It's kind of like fun activities. Like if you got a lot of backed up housework to do, make it fun. Put on some music, you know, open up the windows, that kind of stuff. To the windows, to the wall. Yeah, there's a clear message of you of being stuck in kind of like, no, I'm just going to sleep my weekend away. And that's really not the case. You're going to get messages maybe to go out. Maybe somebody telling you, get off that goddamn couch. Let's go. Offers coming in. Look at that. Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. This is great. Six of Pentacles, again, reassuring that need for balance. See the scales there? You think? Yes? Come on, focus, damn it. Yeah, there we go. You know, giving equal time to things. And the Wheel of Fortune, again, just emphasizes the travel. The Two of Wands, the Chariot, now the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's time for whatever this is. It's great. All right? That's excellent. So, let's get some oracles here, some more oracles, and see what they add about relationships and more feel of the weekend. With just one thing, yeah, confusion. Uncertain, unclear, unsure. Man, she sure does look uncertain. Like, why am I picking these flowers? Where am I? If you're uncertain, get outside. Let that energy alleviate for you. You know what I'm saying? Let's get, what's the vibe? Why am I picking these flowers? Where am I? Did I eat that mushroom? I shouldn't have eaten those mushrooms. Uh-oh. Yeah. You know what? I don't know. For some of you, you got issues here. Bitter, angry, being petty. Again, wasting your energy this weekend. Don't do it. Don't do it. There is an opportunity here that you shouldn't turn your back on. And it's not laying on the couch watching episodes of TV shows you've watched forever. Okay? Let's get a closing message for you, Pisces. I think it's time to just go out and have some fun. That's what I think. There's a huge thing about getting outside. Yeah, this is important. You got two messages: shame, regret, and guilt. Those are just bullshit. Yeah. The Five of Cups: shame, regret, and guilt. They are bullshit. Forgive. Let that shit go. Perfect time. Full moon. Okay, pay attention to that. And know this: you are loved. You sure are, Pisces. Oh, you have no idea. You are here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. It's time, Pisces. Huge message there for you. Damn. Damn, so don't be confused. Don't let this full moon confuse you. This is a time you let it, replenish you. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. You'll glow. That's what you do this weekend, Pisces. All right, that's going to do it for your freaking weekend. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, you can get the whole vibe for the week, Wednesday through Tuesday, on the midweek reset tarot reading. That's available at 10 a.m. on Wednesdays. And if you would like a personal reading with me, click the link in the description and it'll bring you to my booking page. All right, I love you all. What a great weekend for you, Pisces. Let's take you off the board and let's see who is next. All right, let's see who is next, and it's going to be Cancer. Welcome, Cancer. Ooh. To the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. There you go. Let's see what the weekend brings for you, Cancer. This full moon in Aries is going to be happening in your 10th house. So this could be you getting out there, putting yourself out there. Maybe in job-wise, could be traveling. But it's also, maybe you've been working a lot this week and you need to balance it out by, getting some things done at home. But the 10th house is always about your worldview. What's the reality out there? And how is that a reflection of what's going on inside of you? It could be a big thing the full moon could be showing you this weekend, okay? So let's get to the vibe for you, Cancer. We got the cards ready. There we go. One fell on the floor. All right, yeah. Yeah, communication is important. A lot of swords energy here. So this is, communication, thinking. Some of these thoughts that you have about the outer reality with you no longer serve you. So it's time to cut your cords to that, old ways, beliefs, all of that, and moving towards something that is more harmonious for you. This is a great energy. Again, 10 of Pentacles, and that's in the 10th house, full moon. So this could be a focus on family, stability, communicating that, you know what I mean? So communication is key this weekend for you. But looks like good time had by all. Communication is key. That's the bottom line. Okay? So let's get some oracles for you. See, maybe you're hearing about a new job or opening yourself up to something different. You never know. Yeah, healing begins when you let these thoughts go that no longer serve you. Let the universe guide you through all of this, okay? The full moon can be an excellent time for healing, but it's time to nurture yourself. Get out there and ground. Nurture your inner energy. That's where you'll find the balance this weekend. So make sure you get outside. Oh, man. Now, my allergies are kind of acting up for some reason. Pollen or whatever is going on. It's crazy at night. I think it's because it gets cooler, but man, we got a skunk out in our neighborhood. It's close. I bet you it's living under my porch or under this house next to me, because man, or someone is smoking some primo fucking diggity dank weed, man. Holy shit. Neighbors holding out, but that's not weed. That's skunk, man. That is skunk. And I've been smelling it more and more. Great. Yeah, I'm not walking out there at night. Oh, hell no. All right, so again, you need to heal this part of you. Again, this is a big focus on why are you sitting in this energy, this being left out energy, this, I don't know, Cancer, it just doesn't fit you. King of Cups, trusting your intuition, but, calming your storm, that's you. Queen of Wands, it's time for a change. There's definitely a message here of change and a focus on home and finding balance and harmony in your life. I guess home base is where it's at, but your outside view is flawed. It's It puts you in a really funky spot. It's time for you to move towards harmony. That's exactly what it is. Especially when it comes to your relationships. You know, you may are feeling left out. You know, I don't know. Communicate. I guess that's the thing. I don't know. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Let's get some messages here. Yeah, there's a big focus on healing. Look at this, guys. Confessions. Unveiling. Coming clean. Messages. All that sword energy. And then we have healing, releasing, purifying, and cleansing. Something this full moon can bring to you. Use some amethyst. Okay? Interesting. So maybe someone's got a confession for you. Maybe you have a confession for that person. Look at that. That's a priest. Maybe you need to go to confession. You need to come clean with the Lord. All right, what's the vibe? Yeah, okay. Maybe confused, puzzled, conflicted. Yeah, there's the swords here is very conflicted, you know, so you got to heal that part of yourself. And sipping. Rumors, gossip, being nosy. Maybe this is where it's getting you in trouble. Interesting. Spilling some tea. Again, that's just addressing some gossip, setting the record straight, you know, something like that. Okay. Closing messages from the Rebel deck is shit is going down with your job. Now, that's 10th house issues. Maybe that's what's going on here. You never know. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. Interesting. And you got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside of you, listen to that shit. So again, there's some shit going on, Cancer. I just hope you're not stirring the pot. That's all. Because if you are, I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? But sounds like a very interesting weekend. But I'm going to tell you something. The energy calls for some good stuff. So I guess communication, it could just be a time of healing. You know, I don't know. I think you need to nurture yourself and heal whatever thoughts are going on here. And focus on family and friends and, you know, I don't know. Something's up. Cancer. That is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you want the full detail of what's going on here, check it out on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. We get the vibe for Wednesday to Tuesday. That's where we get down and dirty. And if you would like a personal reading, because, you know, these are general, click the link in the description and it'll bring you to my booking page. I have extended hours for in-person and online readings. Okay, so I'm doing those till like 9:30 at night. No joke. All right, so that's open for October, so check that out. Cancer, I love you all. Have a great weekend. Let's take you off the board and let's see who is next. Who's fighting for dominance here? Of course, and who wins? But the Leos are in the house for this freaking weekend. Welcome, fellow kings and queens. Let's put our name up there. Look at that. Our name in lights. Leo, thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's get the vibe for the weekend. That full moon is happening in our 9th house. We're a fellow fire sign with Aries, so this could be downing, something new, having faith, double down. Oh no, I'm crashing out. Doubling down on faith and spirituality. Holy shit. Whoa. See, I swore when I was shuffling those cards, and that's what I got. I just did a card vomit all over the goddamn desk. Okay, let's see. We dropped one on the floor. They said to keep that. Okay, so let's get the vibe. Leo, thank you so much for being here. Ooh, okay, so... All right, so we've got some uncertainty here. This is what we're working through is our spirituality here. You know, I don't know, that full moon. Don't let it get you down, especially from things with the past. Cut all cords to the past. Speak your truth this weekend. Follow your intuition. Let the universe guide you to this new beginning that pays off. Yeah, this is great energy. Welcome, October. Yeah. That full moon is kind of waking you up. Love is all around you, too. I want you to know that. But this looks like a good opportunity. Opening up to abundance. That's good. We could all use that. You know what I'm saying? So, we could all use that. There's no doubt about it. So let's get some oracles for you, Leo. For us. Find balance. Yeah, so we don't need to find balance. We're finally finding it. Look at that. Balance is big. Big, big, big. Interesting. And detach from uncertainty. Uncertainty is the only certainty there is. So just go with the flow this weekend. Really, go with the flow. Open up to abundance. That will pay off. All right, let's look at love and relationships. Be patient with your process, okay? This full moon may feel a little heavy for you, so again, speak. Plan. Change the way that you're looking at things. Maybe detach from outcomes that maybe put you out of balance. So it's good. I mean, this is good energy. Open up to prosperity. I think you need that more than anything right now. Yeah. And King of Swords is out. Speak your truth. Think it through. Work it out. The Knight of Cups is bringing in an offer. Oh boy. Yeah, this is really taking care of yourself. Self-love. Filling your cup first. This is beautiful energy. 2 aces in this reading. Hell yeah. Maybe someone's making an offer to you that you've opened yourself up to. You may have been uncertain about it. This is something from the past also. Maybe an old relationship. Something comes back around. Oh, God. Oh, you never know. All right, let's see. Yeah, this energy, this full moon energy for you can be elusive. So beware of dishonesty and deception and trickery. Know when to look for that. Look at this cloudy judgment also. Illusions, unbalanced and distorted. Find balance. Again, it's nurturing yourself with feminine energy. I love that card. Interesting. So don't pay into the illusions or delusions. Just move forward. Trust. That's the big thing. I don't know. Oh boy. This card, I'm telling you guys, this has come out almost every reading. Soulmate, twin flame, friendship, and romantic partner. I'm telling you, something's coming back around here. Are you ready for it? I guess the question is, am I ready for it? I don't know. That makes me uncertain. Because I feel this along with you guys. But I don't know. Something's up here. This weekend looks interesting. And it's all centered on that full moon. I mean, that's just incredible. All right, let's get a closing message. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, this is important this weekend. Don't fucking force it. That could be the cloudy judgment, the illusion this weekend. Don't force it. Just go with it. Allow that shit to come to you. Absolutely. We do not chase, we attract. We are just one big love magnet. We are just one big money magnet. Believe that, Leo, okay? Damn, that's a good weekend. This looks very good. An offer's coming your way. Something from the past. Don't let it elude you. Don't feel like you've got to look for it because it's not there. Open up to it, okay? Big, 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 big message. Detach from things that make you out of balance. All right, Leo? Damn, that was a great reading. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you watch your full midweek reset tarot reading posted Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And if you would like a personal reading with me, click the link in the description and it'll bring you to my booking page. Leo, have a great weekend. Some good shit is coming up, Leo. Let's take our beautiful asses off the board and let's see who is next. I'll see you, Leo, and it's Gemini. Oh, Gemini, there you are. Let's put you on the board, you beautiful people. Welcome to the Freakin' Weekend. Let's get the vibe for you, Gemini. Bipolar of the Zodiac. Manic. Anxious. Very talkative. Very social butterflies. Good gigglers. You know, there's some Geminis out there that got a good giggle. Gemini, this Aries full moon is happening in your 11th house of friends, of hopes and dreams. Maybe some things are being realized for you. Maybe you're meeting your vibe tribe. Maybe you're being social this weekend. Nope. All right. Yep. Maybe you are. I don't know. This shows that you definitely need to put some things to rest, especially some anxiety you've had. You know, you just need to be open to change this weekend, please, and open up to abundance. You deserve it, okay? Make sure you do that. Yeah, this could just mean a restful weekend. Maybe that's the change. You've been moving so much that you just need to chill, okay? But, you know, I don't like to see... I think you're anxious because you need some rest. Right, and this full moon may be like, listen, I know I want to be social, but I need some damn downtime, you know? Let's see what oracles have to add to this. Which ones, I should say, are going to add to this energy that seems to be very tired. Yeah, refusing to see that maybe you just need some good old-fashioned grounding, you know? Some outside time would be good. And opening up your heart. Wouldn't that be lovely? This is opening up to something. You're refusing to see that you've probably been denying yourself that luxury. So let's look at love and relationships. A lot of green here. It means get outside. All right. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, don't you dare turn your back on an opportunity here this weekend. Okay? Don't you dare. Don't you dare. And let's see, we have 444 on the board. Let's see, where's 444? There it is. What's it all about, Jeff? Protection and stability. So you guys want you to know that you're protected. You got this. Feet on the ground approach. Trust the intuition. Go with the flow this weekend, please. And work on your hobby, or that's what you need to do. Work on the things you're crafting in your life. Walk away from what no longer serves you. You're actually getting a good opportunity to work on something that you love to do. It's a very creative energy, okay? So, interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Let's get some more oracles for you. So, don't turn your back on an opportunity here to work on something, passion project, something like that. I hear passion project. Okay. Let's see. Rejection. Abandoned, dismissed, and irrational fear. And that's basically what that is irrational fear. Don't turn your back on that. Actually, this rejection was a divine protection. And nourish yourself this weekend. Self-growth, self-focused, and soul-finding. Yeah, putting in the work instead of looking at the rejection. Again, don't let that. It's irrational. Okay? You're refusing to see that you may be irrational. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, look at that. I thought maybe you'd be social, but nope. You're too in your feelings, getting the silent treatment, and you may be feeling left out. Again, we don't want to feel that way, okay? You just may be pulling back to do your own thing, and that's okay, Gemini. You don't, for some of you, I feel there's a FOMO, fear of missing out, but you got this. The universe is guiding you towards really working on something that pays off, rather than just wasting your energy gossiping with your bitchy friends, you know what I mean? Okay, Gemini, closing message. Make better fucking choices. If you're pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. And that's the thing. If you're if you want to be social, I'm like, where's everybody? How come everyone doesn't talk to me? It's probably because you're being antisocial. If you don't like where you are, stop taking yourself there. That's the message for you, okay, Gemini? One hell of a weekend. Oh, I drank that too fast. All right, so make better choices. Be antisocial if you need to be. But don't, block yourself out just because, you're being a brat. You know what I mean? Because that Four of Cups is always a brat. Just know that you've got this. You're protected. Okay? That's a good... Oh my God. Water went down the wrong pipe. Gemini, that's going to do it for this weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, if you want the full tarot reading for this week, you get it on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Check that out. And if you would like a personal reading with me, well, you can just click that link in the description and it'll bring you to my booking page. Gemini, I love you so much. Don't be antisocial unless you need some rest, okay? Let's take you off the board and let's see who is next. And it's Libra. Libra on the board. Libra, happy birthday. It's your birthday weekend. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to all you fucking Libras. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Yeah, it's my son's birthday this weekend. He's gonna be a bright 36. Wow. 36. My indecisive, lazy Libra. I love him to death, though. 36 years old. Jesus Christ. It just seemed like yesterday he was annoying me, pulling on my pant leg. Daddy, take me to McDonald's and buy me a Star Wars toy. I used to do that every Friday with him. Every Friday. Okay. Actually, I would still do it. If it wasn't awkward. Come on, boy, I'll buy you a Star Wars toy. I used to love doing that. Oh my God. Loved it. All right, what do we got for you, Libra? This is good energy. This is beautiful. Let's just not hold back. Create what you want. That's it. Step into it. Man, this is great energy. Fuck yeah. New beginning here, Libra. And this full moon is happening in your 7th house of relationships. Holy ding-a-ding-ding. Yeah, that's great energy. This is great. You asked for it. You got it. Move towards it. Don't hold back. That's the big thing this weekend. Don't hold back. Open up to a new beginning here with love. The world is your oyster. Partnerships, all of that. Guys, this is big energy. Good for you. So a partnership may be coming your way, a new beginning that happens with this partnership. This is excellent. Excellent energy. Good weekend. Healing begins. Absolutely. This full moon is all about healing. It's taking the initiative. Yeah, that's skunk. That is not weed. There is no weed. There's no way that somebody's been smoking that much powerful weed since I've been recording at 7 o'clock. There's no way. Man, that's a fucking skunk. Shit. It's living under my porch. I think I know it. All right, listen to your intuition. If that skunk is living under your porch, do something about it. And shine as brightly as the sun. Listen, Libra, you got this, man. This is beautiful energy. Yeah, that's good. Really don't have much to say. Except, if you're not feeling this, you're fucking up. You're holding back. I'm telling you. You create your weekend. What's it going to be? This looks like it's only going one way, though. Well, I spoke too soon. Not if we're stuck and holding back. It's important that you don't do that. Heal that part of yourself that just wants to pout. Focus on reciprocating energy. Okay? Nurture. Allow things to come to you and the world twice. This is traveling. Maybe dealing with a Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius. Wow. Let's get some more oracles. Got 3. That's good enough. Yeah, chasing. We don't want to chase anything. You may be watching some football, but you're resilient. Maybe someone's chasing you, but we don't chase, we attract. Confusion. There could be a little uncertain, unclear, unsure. Why am I holding these flowers? You know? And possibilities. That's what you focus on. Free-spirited adventure and taking risks. Yes, this is great energy. Again, could be traveling, could be doing something here. It's good. It's good. It's getting out there. That's exactly what that is. All right, let's do this. Let's get your closing message. So don't hold back this weekend. Just go for it. We don't need to chase. That's where we expel our energy in the wrong fashion, okay? All right, closing message is stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. Spend your time with someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. That's the bottom line for this weekend, Libra. Don't waste your time on anything else except somebody that will appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Libra, this is a great weekend. This is opening up to everything. Just don't hold back, all right? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Libra, happy birthday. May you have many more. Again, don't hold back this weekend. If you want your full tarot reading, that's posted on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. That's the energy from Wednesday to Tuesday. And then we do this for the weekend for fun and get an extra insight for the weekend. So Libra, enjoy your weekend. Open up to the possibilities of it. Let's take you off the board and let's see who is next. And it is Virgo. Welcome, Virgo, to the Freakin weekend. Let's put you on the board. There you are, beautiful. How you doing, Virgo? Let me know in the comments. Throw an emoji down. Gang signs, whatever you need to do. All right, Virgo, this full moon in Aries is happening in your 8th house, and the 8th house can mean so much. You know what I mean? What it means to me in my practice is healing, so be aware of that. It's a good time to heal. The full moon is always a good time to let things go that no longer serves us. So with that being said, let's get it. Thank you so much for being here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let's get the vibe for the weekend. Let's get the vibe for the weekend for Virgo. Let's get the vibe. Let's get the vibe. I knew we had one more in there. Okay. All right, Virgo. Well, number one, love is all around you, so don't feel like it's not. A new attitude here, a new way of thinking really puts you in a nice grounded position. Very like, you know what? I'm grateful for the things that happen in my life. I'm grateful for the people that are in my life. I love this so much. You're really getting out there and grounding. Get outside. There's an opportunity coming your way, a message that will change your mind for a lot of you Virgos. So again, that may catalyst this healing. And you may be healing something from the past here and feeling much more secure and stable because of it. So allow that healing to take place. Damn. Let's see, what else? There it is. Damn, these cards are just shooting out. Yeah, listen to your intuition. Listen to the people around you too. Maybe they have a new idea. Observe. Yes, observe where your thinking's going. Okay. In the meantime, set yourself free, blossom. Yes, absolutely. And new vitality with the Ace of Wands. Wow, okay. Well, we got a new beginning here. 2 aces in the hole. Ooh, God, I smell that skunk. Wow, that is skunk. I'll be really upset if my next door neighbor's been holding on really good smoke this whole time. I know it's skunk. That is skunk. Because I don't think weed smells like that anymore. It used to back in the day, but oof, not these days. Okay, so when it comes to relationships, you know, you may be dealing with some crazy stuff. This full moon is definitely going to be crazy for you, Virgo. Where are you putting your attention on this? You know what I mean? It's time to move away from that. Let's not get stuck in drama. Remember, observe. Where are you going? And the Queen of Cups going with the flow, trusting your intuition. Big message on trusting your intuition this weekend. And do something that you love. Work on something that you love. That'll bring some new vitality in it. Take your mind off all the craziness that's going on around you, because you really don't need to be involved in it. You know, you're being kind of tempted to be like, well, play in the game, this game that you don't really need to, you really don't need to play in, okay? So, again, yeah, boundaries. Just say no, drawing the line, and enough is enough. Again, dealing with a lot of crazy energy around you. So, loss, grief, depression, you could be in that. It's time to let this go. It's time for a new vitality. It's time to release this. Because there may be people around you that are feeling this, and I don't want you to get involved in this. In fact, you have to look at this whole situation differently as far as foundations. I love this card. Established, family, and security. So your foundations have been shook with the Tower, but look how this card kind of goes hand in hand with that. So maybe dealing with some childhood issues needs to be addressed, okay? So let's get what's the vibe. Let's see what else is going on here. So maybe you're helping somebody go through this time. You know, it seems like you're their rock to lean on. You have that opportunity to do that. Yeah, look at this. Stay out of this. I'm telling you, toxic drama, arguments, incompatible. Let's not focus on that. You could be just coming out of a week of all this, that's a lot. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Closing message, Virgo. Get some fucking sleep. It could be just that. You're being an ass because you're fucking tired. Face to pillow now. All right, Virgo. Seems like that's crazy full moon energy if I've ever seen it personified. You know what I mean? You could be dealing with a lot going on around you. It's a whirlwind out there. Be careful. Are you being drawn into it for no reason? Are you letting it, where you can actually see this as a new beginning for yourself? That's a big one. I mean, that's probably the most heady reading we've done all night. Okay, so Virgo, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you would like the full tarot reading, if you've missed it, it's on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Midweek Reset Tarot from Wednesday to Tuesday. And if you would like a personal reading with me, click the link in the description and it'll bring you to my booking page. So Virgo, hang in there, baby. It gets better. Let's take you off the board. Thank you for watching, and let's see who is next and who is last. Oh my God, we went through those fast. Wow. All right. Sagittarius, last but not least. Beautiful. That's beautiful. Sag, welcome. This full moon in Aries, fellow fire sign, is happening in your 5th house. Wow. So this is all about relationships and love. Interesting. Very interesting. We could be a focus on our children, getting out and having some fun. Sag, you're very sporty, so you might be getting out and getting some exercise this weekend. If you're in our area, Western New York, it's supposed to be fucking beautiful. So yeah, so Sag, welcome. Let's get the vibe for you. What do we have? Yeah, that fifth house full moon, that could be very exciting. So yeah. All right. Ooh. All right. Are we good? We got them all? Which one? This one. Okay. Ooh, all of a sudden I'm getting kind of hot. So something's up. All right, Sag, you are done wasting your energy. You got this new vitality coming your way. Damn, it's time. Yeah, it's all about strength. Releasing your burdens with this full moon. Absolutely. Old hang-ups. Wasted energy. You're no longer wasting your energy. You're motivated. You're pulling out that inner strength. Could be dealing with a Leo, fellow fire sign. This is Aries, the Emperor, taking action, and it's time. Wow. That's great. You're finally kind of free to do what you need to do. And man, does this look good. This looks good. Looks like good timing, being in the right place at the right time. If you are going to the casino this weekend, it's gonna be fun. For some of you, again, there's a big, for a lot of you Sagittarius, it's just moving on. You're moving on from all of this past stuff. Rest and reconsider. This is the Nine of Wands. Put down your walls. You're resilient enough, and yeah, giving and receiving. Again, that casino vibe I'm getting. You know, maybe you're just going to play bingo this weekend and you hit it big. You know, I know people that have hit it huge at bingo. Okay? Just saying. There's something here. Maybe you're just going to get gas this weekend and you're standing in line, you know, just waiting to pay for your gas, and there's the lottery tickets, and you know it's flashing like the Mega Millions is this or something, and it just tracks your eye to where it's like, this never did this before. And if there's a scratch off ticket that's kind of showing itself, I would go ahead and grab one. Okay, you heard it here first. And if you do win, well, you can share the winnings with me at Raise Your Vibration TV. All right, Four of Swords is putting things to rest. Yeah, a lot of you Sages are letting go of stuff, and that's great. Nine of Wands, though, is don't be so defensive and let down your walls. New beginning in love. Self-care. This is great. Great energy here. Full moon is allowing that in, you know? Even when you try to fight it. Even when you try to fight it. All right, let's get some more messages. Yeah, chasing. No more chasing. Maybe you're going to a football game or something like that. Resilience. That's three times resilience has come up. Twice in the Nine of Wands, because Nine of Wands is resilient, and then the resilient card. Realizations, epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings. Great. That's what a full moon is supposed to do. Bring things to light for you, Sag, and not keep you stuck in the same vibe. So let's get... what's the vibe? Just for a little bit more insight into the weekend. There it is. And ooh, yeah. Fifth house energy, full moon energy, yes. Twin flame, friendship, romantic partner. It's time. It's great. Probably realizing that you deserve it. Good for you. Good for you. Let's get a closing message for you, Sag. Wow. Big full moon energy for you. The possibilities are endless. Okay, closing message. Some good shit is about to happen. Very good. Don't let your issues fuck it up. Sagittarius, that is something else. Wow, what a reading for you this weekend. That is incredible. Incredible. Damn. That's going to do it. Sag, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. And don't forget to get your full Wednesday to Tuesday tarot reading where we go more in depth with the energy. So make sure you watch that. And yeah, it's time. Really, take a chance. Something's up here. Luck is on your side. Sagittarius, thank you so much for watching. We're going to take you off the board, and I'm going to leave you with this, folks. Thank you so much for watching the Freakin' Weekend. That's going to do it. I hope everyone has a great weekend. And yeah, we are in the top 10% of the YouTube partnership program. And that's because of you guys. The channel has boosted up incredibly. And that's because of you. And I thank you so much. So have a great weekend. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you Wednesday.